Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Breakdance 2.0 just dropped and today we want to see what's new. Let me just take a moment to say that there's a lot of new features in Breakdance 2.0 and this video is a first look video and we're not going to be able to look at every single thing. So I'm going to pick some of the best updates. I mean, all of them are really good, but I want to take some of the most notable updates. So I'm just going to list the things that we're going to take a look at. We're going to take a look at the new layout engine, the presets. Now you might say we already had preset, but this preset has expanded to elements. So it's kind of like an element preset. And when we see it, you're going to love it. I'm telling you. We're also going to take a look at the new copy and paste properties feature. This is not like the copy and paste that you know. You can copy and paste specific properties of an element. It's so exciting. We're also going to look at the multi-section copy and paste. Gone are the days where you have to copy a section one after the other. You can now copy an entire page in one click. And you know what? A lot of changes have come to the menu builder, the amazing menu builder, I must say, because Breakdance menu builder is the best menu builder I've seen on any builder I have used so far. It is so smooth. It is so sleek out of the box. It looks great. The mobile responsiveness, the accessibility, everything is just perfect. And I'm usually excited when I talk about Breakdance menu builder. We're going to explore the new features, which is the new menu custom area. This feature is going to push the limit of what you can do with the menu builder. So stay tuned for some surprises. We're also going to take a look at the header builder sticky offset and the header builder top page margin. And there are 3 new elements added to the Breakdance element library, and we're going to take a look at all of them and see what they mean and how they work. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I have a Breakdance page open here. Now if you take a look at the layout here, this is what you're used to. This is what you've always known. Okay, so to align stuff, you have to align like this, vertical align, then you go into horizontal open here. It was nice, but it was a bit confusing to some people. Personally, when I first used Breakdance, I was a little bit confused by this. Coming as an advanced user from Oxygen, you know, I was kind of like, what is this? Because I was thinking in terms of flexbox layout. And if you wanted a flexbox layout, what you would do is to go into advanced wrapper and then you go into layout. Oh my God, flex. It was crazy, you know. And in 2.0, this is a thing of the past. So this is the new layout engine in 2.0. This is how it looks. So I'm just going to put in a new section here, right? So, all right, so we have a section here and I want to drop in like 2 divs. Divs, I'm just going to duplicate that. Okay. And probably just put things inside there. I'm just going to copy what I have here, paste there. I'm going to paste things here. So we have 2 divs with icon boxes inside of it. So let's just collapse this so we can visually see what we have on the structure panel. Okay, now I'm going to select this section. I'm going to go to the layout, and by default things are stacked vertically. So what I'm going to do is I want them to stack horizontally. I just go here, stack horizontally, and then I'm going to space around. It's so easy. And then at vertical, I just want to say at phone landscape, just stack it vertical and then align center. By the time we get down to phone landscape, it's already done. You know, you don't need to go down the breakpoints to set it up. I put in the spacing there, and right there you have your spacing. What if you wanted to use grid? It is very simple. You don't need to be an advanced user to use grid. And secondly, you don't need a separate grid element no more to be able to use the CSS grid in Breakdance 2.0. With any container, div, section, you could set up a grid layout. So we're going to come here and click grid. Items per row, we want to set it to 3. And there we have 3. Now in this div, I'm going to give it a background color. Okay. So let me just give this div a white background color. And then I'm going to space it out. Okay. Let's just do 20 all around. I'm going to duplicate these. So let's say I wanted this to be a 2-column grid layout. So we have 2 columns grid layout. Let's say we wanted a 20 pixel gap or a 32 pixel gap, and you have it. You know, and if you go to the lower breakpoint, you know, you could always change things around. Like I said, this is still okay. And then you go down here and you say, no, we want the item per row to be 1. So in this case, you actually have to change it in the breakpoint. So what if you're an advanced user and you need more control? Well, Breakdance 2.0 has got you covered. With the new advanced controls for Flexbox and Grid, advanced users can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. You have the Grid controls here and you have the Flexbox controls here. Prior to Breakdance 2.0, you had to go into the advanced wrapper layout to find settings. But right here, you have the Grid settings at your fingertips. But for most of Breakdance users, the user-friendly controls are just what they need because these are just visually easier to use. And in most use cases, they'll never need to go into this aspect. Now that leads us to the second new feature in Breakdance 2.0, and that is the element preset. The element preset is a game changer for Breakdance. Now you may say, what is special about that? Now, it is because it solves a lot of problems that Breakdance users had. Now remember, Breakdance is not a class-first workflow. So most of the times people just tend to use template. It was designed, Breakdance workflow is designed to be a preset first workflow. When you use an element, for example, this is an icon box, then you go to change the phone number, you go to the, maybe not the phone number, what I want to say is that you want to edit the phone number styles. Okay, I want this to be like, you know, change the color. Okay, let's just change that so it's going to be obvious. And then let's do custom here and change the font size to like say 24. Previously, if you wanted to change anything, you know, across the whole designs that you have, like you want to update all this, what you do is you just copy and you paste design, you paste design, you paste design, right? Now that was great if you had just a few items on the page, okay? But what if you move this, you had similar things on other pages? Maybe it was kind of like a feature section that features on all the pages across your whole website. Maybe you had 50 pages and you had this on each. Now, when you want to change one, you have to come and copy one after the other and then go to the next page, do the same thing. Now you don't have to do that. Even with the div, see this div is white, you have to do that for every single element. That was tedious. Tons of beautiful elements that Breakdance had. Just the downside was that you just could not edit them globally, as it were. Now with the new element preset, that is a thing of the past. That problem is a thing of the past. So now what if we want to do this? We want to edit this. So I'm going to go here on the style panel. You see, choose a preset. So I can create a preset. So let's assume I didn't apply all these properties to these other ones, and then I wanted to apply them. So I'm going to come here, create from design. I'm just going to call this phone-icon. Just give it a name, what you want. Okay, I'm going to save that. You see all the styles are gone. So you can no longer edit them from here. But let's just go ahead. I'm going to come here and then I go to the style and then I'm going to apply this preset, phone icon box. I'm going to do the same here. Now you can only do this once, okay? And then you no longer have to do that. Let's assume that you didn't do it before you duplicate it. Now I'm going to go to edit the preset, and right here you could see that you can change things globally. So I'm just going to set this to left as it was, and I'm going to go to the typography, the title, and the color. And I think my head is covering something. Yeah, so the color there, I probably just want to change it to something like that. And you see it changes everything. So that is the title. What if I want to change the text? I can come here. Yeah, you can create that preset and this will apply every single place on the website. It's kind of like using a class, okay? But this is actually very fast. So let's go over to the div. All right, what about the container div? All right, so what I've done is I already have, so I want all the other divs to look like this div. So I'm going to create a preset from design. I'm just going to call it feature card. Good. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to apply that preset feature-card here. Do the same here, feature-card, feature-card. All right. Now, anytime I want to edit this, I just click on edit. It's like you're now editing the global class, as it were. And then you go to container padding. I want to increase the padding all around to 32. And it applies to all of them. The background, probably I want to make it like something like black. And then I can come here. I said, all right. And then I'll come here and then I'm going to edit that text. I say, all right, the text, we need it to be brighter. It is so quick, it is so fast, and this applies to any kind of element, every single element. So that is it. And the next feature is, what if you had, like, say, a section like this? So let's say we had a section like this and we had the background color to be something like this, okay? You know, because you like it. So you copy, and then when you come here, you paste design. Okay, so we pasted design and it just altered everything. Why? Because this was aligned to the left But you see, this was centered aligned. We don't want that. We just want the color. Now with the new feature in Breakdance 2.0 called copy and paste control section property, you could come to only the background and just copy background. And then you can come here. Now you're not going to right click here, okay? And then just come here and then paste background, and it pastes only the background. So you can copy specific properties. You can see that the padding still remains. Let's say we had paddings everywhere like this here, okay? And then want to apply that same padding to here, because here we have just 0 at the top. You could just come here and just right click, copy spacing, come here, and we just paste spacing. So this granular control that you have for what property you want to take from a particular element to another element is mind-blowing. It is, for example, there are times I have calculated values here and I want to apply those same calculated values, and instead of coming to copy, and then go in, copy this, now you go in and paste one after the other, you could just copy the spacing and come here and just paste the spacing, and it just applies. So the whole combination of the new layout engine, the preset, and the copy and paste control section makes this a much faster workflow. Next, let's take a look at one other great feature. A lot of people have been asking, how can I copy a page from one website to the other? How can I copy a page from one page to the other? Okay, prior to 2.0, you had to copy the section one after the other, or you have to go in and set up a design library and then use that to import a whole page. But in Breakdance 2.0, you can copy the content of the whole page onto not just another page on the same website, but another page on a different website or a different domain or a different server. All right, so I have that complete page and I want to copy the whole of this to another page. I can go to the 3 dot here, copy all elements, and I'm going to go to the 3 dots. Okay, let's 3 dots here on the structure panel and paste elements. And it copies everything. It pastes everything. You don't have to go section by section, one after the other, to do copy and paste. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at is the menu custom area. And this is going to change the way you build your menus in Breakdance. All right, so we have a header builder here, and then we have a menu builder in here. And now, prior to this time, you probably have noticed that if you wanted to insert anything in between any of these links, you are not able to do it. But now you can add anything you want to add in Breakdance, anything you want to add in the Breakdance menu builder by using the menu custom area. And you can see that you can move these anyway. So let's just say you wanted to add a second button before the book now, and probably maybe you wanted your contact to be a different, like a button. Okay, so I remove the contact, and then in that custom area, I'm going to add a button, and I'm going to use that as my contact. Let's just say I wanted the 2 buttons to be here. Okay, so I have my book now, and then I have my contact, my custom area, my layout, maybe space between and a gap of 20. Now, I'm curious why the new layout engine is not extended to this menu custom area. I don't know if it is a bug, but for some reason it's not. Okay, so I hope, if it is a bug, I hope that is going to be fixed. So you can move this any way you want. You want to move it to the beginning. You want to move it to the, you don't want to put it at the center. Let's assume you wanted to put something else. I'm going to come here. I'm going to drop in another custom area. I'm going to move it right there to the middle. And then maybe I needed my logo to be there. I move that logo to the center. And I go ahead and delete this one because maybe I don't want it. I'm going to go to my header builder. I'm going to go to layouts, and then I'm going to just stack vertically at this. So it stacks things vertically. That means if I drop in any other thing, let's say if I duplicate this, we have it stacking vertically. Useful if you want to create a multi-row header. So now we're back at the desktop, and then we're going to go to the custom area, and we want to hide this on the mobile menu. So once I click that, once we get to the mobile menu, you no longer see it, but once you get to the desktop, you see it. And let's say we wanted to still have a logo where we can actually hide the logo on the desktop if we want. Hide on the desktop, that, and probably that, yep. And then we want to show it on the tablet portrait. We want to hide it from here, and then we want to show it from here. And that is it. In subsequent video, I'm going to focus on building custom menus, beautiful menus using the new menu custom area in Breakdance 2.0. Next, let's take a look at the header builder sticky offset. Let's say you want to have a sticky header and you go to your header builder and then you enable sticky. Wait a minute. Where is our top bar? Oops. And that has covered the top bar. And that is a problem. So let's say you don't want that, okay? And we see this top bar has kind of a, we could guess the height of this top bar. And but this is, let's say, it's about 60 pixel or 65 pixels. So I'm just going to go to the sticky header, the header builder, the sticky, yep, offset, and then we're going to write the offset to be 65. Now 65 is a little bit too much. All right, so we want to offset that. Now when we have the sticky header, okay, it no longer goes all the way up. So how are we going to deal with that? You're going to go to the scroll behavior, and then the offset after scroll, you're going to set it to 0. And then when you scroll, you're going to have that offset. Now that is the feature, but you see it doesn't quite look okay because you see that empty white space right there. To fix that, you could just go to that particular top bar section. So we're going to go to the advanced sticky, and then we're going to set that position on the top. So you can see that it sticks. Okay. So no more white space, it just sticks. And that brings us to the next feature of the header builder in Breakdance 2.0, which is the page top margin. So let's say, let's go back to the header builder. I'm going to disable it. You see that this first section of the page has a top padding, but then once we enable it, it collapses. And a lot of times to solve this, people go to the individual pages, you know, to kind of try to offset the top margin or the top padding of their page. And this is really painstaking, but in Breakdance 2.0 you don't have to do that anymore. So once you enable your header, your sticky header, and it offsets the page, all you need to do is go back there and just put in a value equal to that offset, and then you have, and this takes effect across the website. You don't need to go in to do anything in the, you know, in different pages. It's just across the website, and that resolves all the problem. And the final thing I want to talk about in this video are the 3 new elements in Breakdance 2.0. Let's see, how can we make this catch more attention? So we're going to drop in the new pulse dot element. Okay, boom, just put it there, and let's go configure it. I want to make this accent color. Okay, and the button, I'm going to go to layout, new layout engine, that aligns. I'm going to just do a space between and just 20. Okay, maybe 20 is too much. All right, so now we have something that is pulsing. As you can see now, let's increase that pulse size so you can see what is going on right there now. Okay, you can see what is going on. So it pulse duration, you could change the pulse duration to be slower or faster. See that? If I do 500, it moves faster. Okay, so we're going to bring down the size to something sizable. And what do you know? You have a button that draws attention. So anytime you want to put something, you want to draw attention, you could just drop in this pulse dot element. The next element we want to take a look at is content reveal element. Okay, so let's say we have a lot of text, like say here, who are we? Okay, I'm just going to copy this, paste, and then we have a lot of them. And we don't want to show all of them at once. So I'm just going to come here, and then I'm just going to type reveal, content reveal, and then I'm going to just move that text inside the content reveal. And right now we have we have to move it inside. Let's see, what is there? Yeah. This is the text we wanted to move in. Where did we get this? Let's delete that. I'm moving that in. Okay. So you can just read more, read less. So the content reveal has a max height settings. Let's say we want it to be 200 pixel maximum height. Scroll to top when close. It scrolls, okay? Or let's say like this. It scrolls. All right. So labels, reveal label, see more. Okay. Height label. See less. So you see, you can change that, and then you can go to the styling. I mean, height by height, lines, you know, the number of lines of text or the height. So how many lines of text? Let's say we do 8 lines of text or 4 lines of text. And then the final element I want to talk about is the badge. So let's go here, and then I'm just going to add a new custom area. Oh, today we're playing with custom areas, and then I want to add an element, badge. I'm just going to say Breakdance v 2.0 is now available, right? And of course, let's say we didn't have a lot of items here, and who knows? I mean, I don't know if you want to put something like that, but then just put it's now available. So you just drop something like that into it's a badge, and that's it. You know, you have the badge properties, background is there to change, the typography is there. Maybe you want to make it really small, okay? And maybe you want to move it all the way down to this side or towards the end. So you could just change anything you want. So you want to make it clickable, okay? You could just drop in a wrapper link there, move the badge inside the wrapper link perhaps. Yep. And then that makes it clickable, and then you put a URL there. Okay, one more thing. I really didn't think I was going to talk about this, but I just cannot help but talk about this feature. It is something new in Breakdance 2.0, an additional plugin that enables you to move from one builder to another, from another builder to Breakdance. For example, if you wanted to try out Breakdance on your current website and you had another builder there, whether it is Elementor, whether it is Bricks, any builder. Right now, this is an old website that I set up for a tutorial, and I have Bricks Builder installed. So we're going to take a look at the front end of this website. So this is how it looks. This is the front end of this website that I did some, tutorial for. And if we look at this website in incognito tab, meaning it's going to be using a different IP, we're still going to see the same website. So I'm going to close that. Now this is me logged in. This is my current IP. And now if I activate Breakdance, this is what is going to happen. It's going to automatically deactivate the theme system, which is Bricks is a theme. So if we go to the front end and refresh, you're going to see that it's not working. If we go to the incognito tab and check, you're going to see that it's also not working. So that is a problem, because you want to start building out without making your website inaccessible to your visitors. So Breakdance has this special accompanying plugin called Breakdance Migration Tool. What this does is that it enables you to start building your site in Breakdance before migrating from your previous builder. So if I activate this tool, what it's going to do is that it's going to allow visitors to my site to see my site the way it is. So if I refresh for myself, I'm seeing what the visitor is supposed to see. So let's try this. I'm going to deactivate this migration tool and then reactivate it again to pick up my IP address. Okay, I'm reactivating it again. Now, if I go to the front end and refresh, you can see that I no longer see Bricks content. But what if someone from another IP checks out the website? You're going to see that they're still seeing all the content that I had there. Nothing is broken. See, the menu is working properly. Nothing is broken. My, all this is working. Everything is, my WooCommerce shop is working properly. So now, but on my end, as a logged in user, I can see the site that I'm building with Breakdance. So let's say we go into Breakdance and add a header. So I'm going to add a header. I'm just going to call this Breakdance, and then I'm going to apply this header everywhere. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to edit this in Breakdance. I'm going to add a header builder, and I'm just going to drop in the menu builder. And with the default menu, I'm not going to do much. And if I go to the front end, I'm going to see my Breakdance header. But let's see if I copy that page, go to an incognito tab, I'm still seeing my Bricks. So other visitors to your website are going to be seeing your current content while you continue building your website in Breakdance. And once you're done with it, you can deactivate the migration tool. Once you deactivate the migration tool, visitors coming to your website will now see your new website. So let's go again now that I've deactivated, and then I'm going to go there, and you see the visitors are now going to see my Breakdance website. Now, this is a very powerful tool. It allows you to build a Breakdance website on your current website without any downtime or disruption of service to your customers. So that's everything we're going to look at in this video regarding Breakdance 2.0. Like I said, in subsequent videos, we're going to look at other things So if you want to get Breakdance, I'm going to put a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. That means if you use that link to buy Breakdance, I get a small commission and no extra cost to you. So I will really appreciate if you use my link to get Breakdance Builder. And if you want to learn more about all the new features in Breakdance 2.0, I'm going to encourage you to check the Breakdance official YouTube channel, and you're going to get a lot more information from there. Until next time, do have a great day. Bye.